You are live.
Ha
Coming at
Live
you.
nude words.
School.
Take it as
School.
Chul, everybody. Let's be
Shul.
honest with ourselves.
Locks.
I always forget
Yeah.
to log into this thing.
Co-host.
I'm gonna log into it.
Yeah.
A hullusk, right? Everybody, a hullusk. I think you can eat corn out of there.
Maybe Cholo? Is Cholo?
Oscillate.
Eh,
Cholos.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one.
How's your smoke? Hey,
yeah.
kids.
How many of our viewers are engulfed in Canadian smoke right now?
Mm-hmm.
Solo?
Yeah, that's I feel bad for all those people that are engulfed in smoke. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yep.
Spindy turtle. Yeah.
Oh, don't come to California then, because we
Yeah.
like wildfires every
Yeah.
single
Yeah.
day.
That's old hat.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I talked to some of these people and I said, "Hey, have you woken up yet and the sun is red?" And they said, "No." And I'm like, "It's not bothering you that much."
Yeah,
Are you
you're
doing
fine.
a wildfire? What are you
When
doing?
you wake up and the sun is red from the smoke, that's when you know.
Right. That's when you know you're Los Angeles bound, baby.
Good old LA hellscape.
Hollywood nights.
Come to LA.
Oh,
We're
that's
on fire about twice a year. I mean, that train is never late. Hollow. How about holo, like hologram?
Yeah.
Oh,
Holos.
coho salmon.
Lots.
Nice.
H-O.
Oh, locks.
What about,
Yeah.
Delicious.
what about shoe? Like shoe fly, don't bother me.
Shoo.
You know.
Losh. Slot. No.
Losh?
Quash.
Yeah, that was Amazon Prime show. Losh. Yes. It was,
Yeah, I love Losh.
Loge,
About
like
that
Papa
little
Loge
detective.
chair?
Yeah, we could have done better. That was a
Alright.
tough one.
We got,
Tough
we got
hit.
Another.
Tough hit.
You know what? 6 for 17. We got on the board. All
Yeah,
right.
there we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Complete wash. Yeah.
We were Shaquille O'Neal
Let's do
throwing
this-
free
let's do
throws.
this right. That was a warm up. Let's make it happen.
All
Sure,
right.
sure.
No,
Ah, yes.
throw them
Surfer
back.
Grange.
Sufferson.
Terrible
Referendum.
letters.
Mhm.
Cone.
Rafine.
Yep.
I think
Nerf.
Renee
Renee.
Fernando.
Zellweger.
Yes.
Fern?
Fern, definitely.
Freon.
Freon.
That's a noble choice. Yeah.
CEO.
A
Creef.
crone. An old witch, a
Crone.
crone.
Ooh.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Free.
Right.
Yeah, just free.
Or
Franco-American.
there you go.
Never
Creole.
thought about the universe, made me feel small.
Hey, there goes. Never thought about the brothers of the planet at all.
Global warming, radioactive sites, imperialistic bombs, and the animal rights.
No! NoFX is breaking up this year. It's very sad.
Oh, 4.
What?
I mean, they're
Are
old.
they?
Free is right there.
Yeah.
It's right there. Looking at
Free.
it's looking at you.
Neon.
No.
No, there's no N. Yeah, Neo. Neo.
Once,
Once.
once
Gotta
in
be
a
4
lifetime.
letters.
Oh, and then
Onceler.
force.
Mr.
Of course.
Once.
Use the force, everybody.
Use
Noise.
the force.
Like,
Use
Oh,
the
core.
noise.
do noise.
Core. You gotta
Work your
work
core.
out Core,
Again,
yeah.
Once. Nice.
Kofefi. Yeah, Moonraven got it. Kofefi is in there. Real
That should count.
frawnery.
Confer. To confer.
Free. Oh, geez.
Oh, this is it. This is it.
Oh, man.
We're coming down to the
This is
last
getting
one.
bad.
Can he
It's
pull
getting
one
brutal.
out?
Conifer.
That's going to look like a no.
Right.
That's gonna...
Confer.
There you go. I confer.
Oh, man. Iconifer.
Oh, 8 of 17.
That was also
Yeah,
a tough one.
We did 2 better. There you go.
You know what? This is going to be a good show. I can tell already. Our brains are sharp.
Wow.
Boop, boop,
Yeah.
boop,
All right.
That warm up really
It's
gets us
Thursday,
going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's either this or zip zap zop. So
There we go.
Yep.
Zoopy zoop
Zap.
Zap. Zop.
Zip.
Damn it.
Zorp.
We have to count to 40, but we have to do it one at a time.
Groovalicious.
All right, let's get into it.
What do we?
Let me just take a quick on that.
Why, hello there, word herd. This is your former vice president, Al Gore. When I'm not beating up litter bugs or making love to my sweet, sweet wife, I like to tune into the Own Every Word game show, and I just wanted to stop by to congratulate all of the winners from last month's show. First of all, congratulations, Bearish Bird. It's kind of like a man-bear pig, but more of a bird. I support that. Also, congratulations to Reno Cap. You did it with your words humid meat. Ooh, everybody's going to have humid meat when the Earth's temperatures keep rising to the point where everybody's underwear gets sweaty. Next up, the winner, RM Panda 2023. It's good you put the year in there so that when you win in 2028 and the world has melted, you can say, weren't those good times when we were only kind of burning to death? Congratulations, AF1. That means as fuck one, I bet. And finally, a hearty congratulations to @Art5to12. You submitted the word birthday, and you know what I want for my birthday? For us all not to have the sea levels rise and drown us as we watch our babies float away screaming. All right, happy nightmares. This is Al Gore. Enjoy the show.
Hey, everybody, and welcome. Thank you, the former Vice President Gore, for those words. All of them are to live on. Welcome, everybody, to the new and improved Own Every Word, the game show where the word herd submits answers to fill-in-the-blank statements, questions, and games, and the Own Every Word team debates which is the best answer. The word herder who submitted the winning word earns incredible official, unofficial NFT prizes with their name on it. I'm your host, Matt Harris, and as always, before we get started, it's time for the Wizard's Pick, a word that won the online game show first. Let's check it out.
Barathaniane. Barathaniane. I'm celebrating because today is my birthday.
And all we want for our Barathanes is for not rising sea levels. I'm here with a terrific group of panelists, and we'll meet them shortly. But first, let's throw caution to the wind and dive right into round one. So the first game is the word of the year, where you can combine as many of your words as you want to make a word or a compound word that fits the definition. And our definition here is a plate of nachos that are still edible after being soaked in chlorinated water. Let's see what the word herd came up with. So for a plate of nachos that are still edible after being soaked in chlorinated water, we have triple dish parts, lunch, Thanksgiving Day, humid nutrition, Supremo double dip pate. All right. They have me, I definitely am emotionally triggered and engaged at this point. So let's see if we can get some first impressions out of our group here. Starting off with you, Jordan. What jumps out at you here?
I mean, really all of them, Matt. I mean, you got triple dish parts. Feels like something you might buy at the restaurant. Sorry.
You're so on it today, Jordan. that crowd work, that pattern.
hey, is anyone here?
Finish.
Hey, is anyone here from how about the north part of the state? Huh? And we got any that? Okay. Triple dish parts is funny to me, but so is lunch, because that implies that the person who wrote this definition, perhaps a wizard, eats chlorinated nachos for lunch. Thanksgiving Day, that feels like a Las Vegas Thanksgiving Day tradition. Okay. And the Supremo double dip pate feels like something you also might buy at the restaurant or store.
Okay. All right. I mean, all of those I agree with, and you're doing fantastic, Jordan. All right. You're going to get a lot of support here from over me.
Hey, thanks.
All right, Phil, you have things on your mind. Let's get them off. What's going on with you for this? What jumps out at you here?
All of these are words that were submitted. No, I'm going to put it. They're all words that were submitted.
Oh.
I'm gonna put in a vote for human nutrition, and this is why.
Okay.
Because I imagine in sci-fi movies where chlorinated water soaked nachos are a delicacy, they'd be like, "Oh, you brought some human nutrition." You know, it feels very kind of like not too distant future, someday AD. I also do like lunch, but Supremo double dip pate does feel like a Taco Bell restaurant menu item where, oops, we did drop it all inside of the chlorinated water. Well, serve it anyways. Just call it a pate. Pates are chewy and falling apart, as is this dish.
Okay, right now I just got a message from Taco Bell that we are being sued for espionage and letting loose secrets. I mean, I think you'd let the cat out of the bag on that one.
Man,
right there.
they found out. We found out about their oops all pate taco.
Yeah. So I guess spoiler alert, everybody. Sorry about that. It was
all duck liver.
it was meat. That's all we know about that. Absolutely agree with you. Great first impression. So, Sam, Mr. Kimbrell, what jumps out at you here?
Well, as most people know, I have a tradition that I do before I cook, which is I don't wash my hands, which is a big thing for me on Thanksgiving Day. I like to take a big, nasty, greasy dump, then I go straight to the turkey and I make the turkey nachos. And then in order for those turkey nachos to be edible, I have to dip it in chlorinated water in the pool in the backyard. And it's one of those above ground pools that I don't empty or clean the water out. I just pour chlorine in it. So that's my answer.
And it gives you your bright smile, I would say. So we've heard things. We'll call them first impressions right here from the group. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to write down their selections, and we'll go to Sam Proof and the Word Herd to see if they can make any sense to start us off so far and maybe sway us one way or the other.
All right, yeah, let's take a look. First off, Spin to Turtle says, "I'm so glad Matt found his headphones." I know we couldn't go on if you had the other kind. It was touch and go there for a minute. We were like, it's got to be the pink ones, Matt. You gotta. All right, Moonraven says pate takes a pool party to the next level. Yeah, you can't have a pool party without pate. It's a perfect pate party time. Let's get more peas in there, please, but not in the pool. Callie Mullally, welcome back, says lunch, which is, I wish it was a sack lunch. You know, it's an open-ended lunch, so you could sack it if you want. Spin to Turtle says Supremo double dip pate is an instant win in my eyes. Sounds like something that you would find in a dive Mexican joint in the bad part of town. You know it's authentic when it starts with Supremo. That is right. Moonraven says also Supremo double dip. It's humans. It's humans. Oh, yes.
Undoubtedly.
That's fair. And wrapping up, Fungus says Bel Grande, which I believe is the Own Every Word ghost kitchen that you can find now on Grubhub. So look for that to get your Supremo double dip pate. And we'll see if we can't get a special order of a consensus. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Sam. And Word Herd, top form. All right, top form. You're hitting us with the good stuff right away. Love you for that. Let's get back to our panel and see what they got going on here. There he is. He's in the frame. He's out of the frame. The man is all over the place. So, Jordan, where did you land on this?
Well, you know, this was tough because I was thinking about Phil's humid nutrition, and I was thinking about dehydrated food in the future, and the only way to hydrate it and kill the bacteria being to chlorinate it. But ultimately, I feel like Sam's story was just the most compelling. And so I went with Thanksgiving Day presented by Clorox.
Wow. Okay. All right. I mean, look, it was quite a journey to go on. I will agree with you on that. Now, Phil, you've heard this. You've heard the story. You've heard Jordan's take on it. Where did you land on this?
Yo Como Supremo Double Dip Cafe, por favor. El Camarero.
Closer.
Let's get that up there.
El Camarero. Una Supremo Double Dip Pate, por favor. And there's a little Taco Bell dog saying, Yo quiero Taco Bell, which is how I remember what I want is in Spanish because I just say that in my head.
Oh, okay. No, it's a good hook, as they'll say. Now, just to be clear, in that drawing, that was a hose.
Oh yeah, that was a big water hose spraying chlorinated water
Okay,
onto a plate of nachos.
That's what I felt. That's what I just wanted to make
yep.
sure I was interpreting.
No, you're right. You're right.
Honoring the art as it was. Okay, Sam, listen, you've already flipped somebody here with your Thanksgiving Day. Did you stick with that? Did you go somewhere else? Where are we now?
Well, Matt, I flipped myself because the key word here is triple of my choice, right? I chose triple dish parts. There are 3 parts to this dish. You make the nachos. You spill it in the chlorine. You eat it.
Okay.
Eating is an ingredient?
Apparently, so that was my thing. Yeah. Okay. So you're gonna write that on the recipe. Eat.
Yeah.
And then serve. Serve after you eat it.
Yeah, you make it, you drop it in the stuff. Yeah, we don't need the single on this one, Sam.
Oh, but I'd beg to differ. I think everybody in the word herd needed to get a clear picture of that, visuals and all. And also, they got a clear picture of the shame of the lack of consensus that we have come to. Shame. If I had my shame bell, it would be ringing. So what we have to do is come to a consensus. All right. We're talking about human meat. We're talking about Thanksgiving Day. We're talking about a double dip, triple dish. Where are we, guys? Can we come to a consensus here?
I'm willing to switch to human nutrition, but only if we all agree that Sam should have said the 3 ingredients were chips, nacho toppings, then the chlorine. Eating isn't part of the recipe.
Dump it in the chlorine and then eat. That's the 3.
I like the dystopic future where it's like this Thanksgiving Day for human nutrition, we are making triple dish parts.
Thanksgiving Day. I vote for that one.
All right, I'm fine with Thanksgiving Day.
Come on,
too.
yeah, Dow Chemical, Thanksgiving Day.
I like Thanksgiving Day.
Boom, and they have spoken. The illustrious panel has spoken quite a lot, as a matter of fact. Too much. It was quite we went back and forth and up and down, and now we have a winner. Thanksgiving Day. So, hey, big congratulations to ETH Chad. F Chad. All right, I'll say it both ways just in case that I'm getting it right. ETH Chad, look out for your ETH Chad. ETH Chad too. F Chad, ETH Chad, the Chad. All right, just a little jumbled up. You got your unofficial NFT coming your way. Definitely enjoy that. Now that everybody is settled, are we settled, panel? We're gonna meet our panelists now. All right. Either way, we're all juiced up. We're all ready to go. So, first off, let's talk to the man in front of the board himself. Jordan, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm hanging in there. Hey, production has slowed a bit at on Every Word HQ, but we're still grinding away. We're finding the words. We're transcribing the definitions, and still enforcing the office dress code.
Absolutely. If somebody's going to do it, it's going to be you, my man. All right. So, Phil Ranta, the man with who dare I say that sweatshirt is the bomb. Anyone?
Thank you.
Anyone? How you doing today?
Good. Everybody tweet at crypto.com/NFT and say, we want more Own Every Word. And let's do another collab with Loaded Lions and have a section of Main City dedicated to the project. I'm looking at you too, Psycho Bunnies. Help us. We need more attention. But thank you, everyone, for being here. It's going to be a fun show.
If you could actually put that all into one hashtag for us, that would be really helpful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a little bit of a run-on sentence hashtag, but it'll get the point across.
It'll trend,
go viral.
There's nothing like it.
Yeah,
that's what you got to do. Just do something new, which is what we're all about here. And speaking of brand new, the man who always looks like he was just born yesterday. How you doing, Sam Kimbrell? You have a baby, you have fresh baby face, is what I'm saying.
I act like I was born yesterday. I'm a dummy. I'm a big fat dummy.
And well,
Thanks,
listen.
Sam.
Thank you, that's
So now that we've gotten the what, how are you? Oh, okay. You want to back off the camera, buddy? There we go. There we go.
I'm great. I'm doing fantastic. Happy to be here. I like words. I like Phil. I like you. I like Jordan. I like Sam. I like the word heard. I like my my back wall, my window. I like myself.
So round 2 is coming up, everybody, and well, thank you for having our panelists here. Listen, they're going to be bringing the fire for you, and it's going to be coming just like that all night long. Yes, please pay attention. Don't forget to play the online game show to win Word Wizards 2. Information's all right there for you. There's your website. Folks, we're moving on to round 2, which is called Question Answer. Just like an unnamed popular game show. I'm going to write the question to the following answer to fill in the blank. Here's what we have for round 2. The monster that lives in the deep end that drowned that neighbor kid, and we all blamed it on food cramps. What is blank? Let's see what the word herd came up with. So for the monster that lives in the deep end that drowned that neighbor kid, and we all blamed it on food cramps, what is jelly donut machines? What is grandfather Atlantis? What is Bigfoot? What is gargle turnip? What is hobgoblin? Interestingly enough, a lot of these sound like they could be a little bit interchangeable, but I'm really curious to see what our panelists think. So, Phil Ranta, what jumps out
Don't
at you
go in the
first?
deep end. That's where Grandfather Atlantis's domain is. Grandfather Atlantis lives in my swimming pool. He'll drown you like that neighbor kid. That's a pretty good one. I think that's actually the plot of the next Aquaman that James Gunn has already announced is going to be kind of the end of that DC series. So, like, why watch it? I also like Gargle Turnip just because it's like it's a very like whimsical monster. Oh, he lives in the water. He's the Gargle Turnip. It's kind of fun.
I do. I like it. And it's kind of also macabre. And it's like, a kid drowned, gargle, turn up. Guess what he didn't do? And I'm sorry to say also, we just got a email from, it looks like DC. Apparently you have spoiled the next Aquaman movie.
Sorry.
And again, sued for defamation, espionage, all the things that they can sue for.
Mimosa.
Again, listen, spoiler alerts. We are ahead of our time here at Own Every Word. But I love those first impressions. Now, Sam, I saw you nodding your head right off the bat. Makes me think that something's in there that jumps out at you. What jumps out at you?
I think the key word here in the sentence is deep end, going deep. And clearly people who like going deep are on the website OnlyFans. And the people who are on OnlyFans love a good big foot. And the only answer is big foot.
I cannot argue with any bit of that logic right there. Just tops to tails, through and through. Boom. That's going to be a hard one. I think you've almost convinced me. Now, Jordan, you've heard some first impressions. What are yours?
I mean, I do really like Grandfather Atlantis. I like the idea that he's a ghoul with a trident and a grudge for his lost city. But I also really liked Bigfoot and Hobgoblin. And, I liked them because we all blamed on food cramps. We are all in this accomplices with the monster. We are choosing to cover up. We're the small town that's trying to cover it up for the monster on the X-Files, being like, no, officer, we think it was food cramps. And, Mulder's not going to buy that. He's going to be like, Scully, does this look like food cramps to you?
To which he's going to go, of course it is, Mulder. There are no monsters that live at the bottom of pools. Yep. I see it happening.
Anyway, I just like that the townsfolk are complicit in this child's murder.
Which somebody needs to bring up. Thank you for that, Jordan, because I think we're burying the lead here on what actually happened in this neighborhood. So I tell you what, why don't you all stew on that and write down your answers while we go over to Sam Proof and the Word Herd and see what they can be complicit in.
All right, getting us started. Spin to Turtle says Krampus, which I would have given you bonus points if you had said Food Krampus, which would be on topic. But this is
Boom.
wrong. Spin to Turtle then goes on to say even longer things. Well, Grandfather Atlantis certainly seems to fit extremely well, but Gargle Turnip is decent as well. Kind of just rolls off the tongue, unlike Grandfather Atlantis. Thank you for making me say all that. Callie Mullally says turnips are funny. And I agree. I think that is accurate. Moonraven says gargling at the bottom of the deep end is definitely questionable, but the real question is, can we come to a consensus? Back to you.
I feel it in the air tonight. Very much so. So let's go jump right into it. Again, just bad choice of words considering we're talking about a drowning here in the deep end. But Phil Ranta, what did you come up with?
I feel like the word herd pushed me in the right direction on this one. I feel like the only answer must be a gargle turnip. Because in a way, this is like the scariest of all of them. And it's also one, Jordan swayed me too. The townfolk had to cover it up. And why? Because no one would believe it was a gargle turnip.
Absolutely.
And
look at that
you
thing.
Killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, that thing will
Those
eat
are
a
not
kid.
braces. Those are bubbles in his mouth that he's gargling.
That'll eat a kid.
Oh, I thought those were adult turnip braces.
Nah, he doesn't need them.
Yeah, not the turnips or jelly donuts. You know what? If your jelly donut's got sprouts coming out of it, that's you wanna watch out for that. But I love it. Sam, you've heard what have you?
Well, I mean, the only answer is a big, nasty, greasy foot that you can take pictures of on the internet and sell it to the foot guys.
Sticking with it.
Because the townsfolk need something. They killed that kid. They need to escape, and they want to, they want a foot job.
Get on in that Bigfoot. All right. I was going to sidle past that one and go on over to Jordan here and say,
we're not in the same pace today, Matt. I gotta tell you what. I went with Hobgoblin, and then I drew the classic Hobgoblin coming out of the water that we all know from the movies. Check out that Hobgoblin.
Johnny Five?
No, that's a Hobgoblin that we all know and love from the cartoons.
It seemed like a praying mantis.
Yeah, Hobgoblin.
Yeah. All right. Listen, you guys are starting to make me embarrassed. I said that I felt like you were going to have a consensus, and you're making me look bad in front of the word herd. All right. I'm getting cease and desist letters from all the major studios. Like, we need to come to a consensus, and we need to do it today. Now, the gargle turnip, it scares me. It haunts my nightmares. The big
He's
greasy
foaming at
foot.
the mouth now.
Oh God.
Is there? Oh my goodness!
He's more bloodthirsty than before, Matt.
And now I need therapy again. So here's what we're gonna do: we're gonna figure out a consensus because we got a big greasy foot and we got a hobgoblin that is a massive geometric shapes. Where can we meet in the middle on this, gentlemen?
Well, clearly the turnip is looking at OnlyFans. So
it's the only way that the mouth would be foaming that much.
Yeah, so clearly it's Gargle Turnip, because I've established that my story is the true story, and Gargle Turnip is actually the killer, and they're all obsessed with making money off of Bigfoot's. Who is the kid? Bigfoot is the neighborhood kid.
Wow.
I don't buy Sam's logic, but I do think it's absolutely Gargle Turnip. If we're being real about things, I think the town is trying to protect Gargle Turnip because, it was like the last kid of someone who lost their previous kids. They wanted to save Gargle Turnip, even though he's a monster. Classic story. And the Bigfoot, of course.
So we can tie it all together. It sounds like under Gargle Turnip, I'm calling it. Gargle Turnip is our winner. So congrats to Axel Million. Axel Million, it was hard fought for you. You're going to get that NFT, that unofficial NFT, coming your sweet, sweet way. And we can be on to round 3. Gang name is what round 3 is called, where you come up with a name for the following group of people. A group of sunbathing women who put the little bunny sticker on their lower tummies for the tan tattoo.
Oh.
Let's see what the word herd came up with. So, a group of sunbathing women who put the little bunny sticker on their lower tummies for the tan tattoo. And we call them horde.
Just a horde.
Just a
You
horde.
know.
Yeah.
Individualists peer pressure. Triple lawn party machines. Safe sex hazard. Or scorching sun elves. Actually, I kind of like what I'm seeing here. I see the all of these actually do hit for me. So Sam Kimbrell, you know what? You've been following a certain pathologic today. It's been pathological. What jumps out at you first?
Well, the word tummies, right?
Right.
Tummies. And tummies are often peer pressured on the internet. So I would say it's individualist peer pressure that gets these young women, pressured into, Sorry, I just got a text message. And I was gonna let
You're gonna get that, Sam?
No, I'm not. Wait, I just got a text message. The answer: safe sex hazard. Okay.
I think it was from Tummy T that was giving you a cease and desist. Saying, how dare you?
I am on fire today, gang. And this is one of those game shows where when you're on fire, you win a lot of money.
All right. So the first impressions are right there for everyone to see. So you know what, Jordan, let's go to you because you have a pensive look on your face.
I do.
You look like a man with decisions in his mind.
My bro-y answer is safe sex hazard. It does. It feels like you see that tattoo. It's a safe sex hazard, buddy. And they say, here's the thing. They say, we joke about double bagging or double wrapping, and they say that actually that makes the condom more likely to break wearing 2. That's true. So that's why you wear 3. Anyway, safe sex hazard or horde. I like the simple names. When it's a group of sunbathing women who put the lower bunny tattoo on their tummy for the tan tattoo. Well, that's a horde.
I mean, if you saw that coming at you en masse, it might trigger feelings of panic, at least in me. Love the logic. Love the way we're going. So, Phil Ranta, where are you? What about you? Let's bring it home with these first impressions.
I'm amazed nobody has gone with the clear right answer, which is scorching sun elves. I feel like that's the kind of wordplay you'd only see in a late 90s Girls Gone Wild commercial, Watch these scorching sun elves. Show it off.
Or actually, it's their least mention, a very obscure part of the Silmarillion of Tolkien.
There we
go.
go.
The scorching sun elves.
Yep. They went to the land of the scorching sun elves and went, we're good. And they kept walking. No, scorching sun elves, I think, is the one that hit me the hardest. I tend to agree with Jordan, though. Horde is also, the simplicity is beautiful. What's a horde? Oh, it's a group of sunbathing women who put the bunnies on their lower tummies for the tan tattoo. A horde.
Oh, I thought that was pack. We use pack for that group.
No, it's horde.
Oh, okay.
It's
not
regional.
Like hackle if they don't have the
It's regional. Midwesterners, they tend to say horde. The Easterners say pack.
Of course.
It's a whole thing on Twitter.
Hoarder pack, people are arguing. You know how it goes. You know what? These are all great. There's a lot of food for thought here. But why don't you write down your answers and we'll go on over to Sam Pruth and the Word Herd and see what food they're serving up.
All right. To start with, Spin Eternal says to Sam Kimbrell, better get that. So we're just going to wait until you respond to that text message, and it's fine.
I did send that. I did. Don't worry.
All right, good. All right. All right. He goes on to say, food for thought, ironically. Food for thought, would that be called a triple dipper instead of triple bagging? I'm not going to touch that, which is why I triple dip. And Moonraven said, Tummy bunnies, great idea for an as seen on TV item. or as seen on your tummy. But yeah, you can look for
That's-
tummy bunnies coming to my Amazon Live as I
Absolutely.
hawk for affiliate goods. And we'll see if we can't hawk for a consensus right now. Back to you.
I mean, we are just coming up with the IP here tonight. All right. Listen, we're on fire. This is why everybody needs to pay attention to what Phil said. We need more attention. All right. We are putting gold out there. Could make a lot of people a lot of money. But let's talk about these money making answers. So, Sam Kimbrell, are you following the same train of logic that you were before? Have you switched gears? Where did you land on this?
I landed on safe sex hazard.
Now, why is it in a triangle? Can you?
The triangle is confounding.
Is this a mountain? Is it a kite?
Well, because there are like roadside signs. Safe sex hazard ahead. There's a bunch of ladies with play something tattoos on their
diamond shape would have been nice.
Well, can I be honest? I thought it might have been a bikini bottom that was indicating, the tummy tattoo right on top.
We sound creepy. We're talking about women saying tummies, and you're talking about their tattoos.
We also said their bikini bottoms say safe sex hazard.
Yeah.
Above an area. Come on. That's not great.
Darn,
It's terrible. I'm canceled.
I'm with you. No, listen.
Sex hazard.
Safe sex hazard.
I thought boobs are a dick this week. Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm telling you, we are and either much to our chagrin or much to our relief, the jury is still out on that.
That could have been my illustration this go around was some sort of boobs or a large
Matt.
Yeah.
I would like to give my answer.
I would like to hear your answer too,
Yeah.
Jordan. Where did you land here?
Well, actually, the word herd kind of swayed me here in triple because I was thinking about ladies around the neighborhood in the summer at like graduation parties, at birthday parties, having a little too much fun, maybe smoking, maybe drinking, and they were absolutely triple lawn party machines.
Boom.
These were moms that knew how to have fun. They were here for a good time, not a long time.
And Callie Mullally, we're loving you.
Love you, Callie.
I can't. That's solid right there. That's the title.
Phil
of
knows what I'm talking about.
Phil knows it because he's been at a couple of triple lawn parties.
I have.
He knows these ladies with their tan tattoos.
If we're being honest, Phil Ranta has hosted a couple of triple lawn parties.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
have.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's hear from the man himself. Where did you land on this?
If you have the right NFT, you can get into my triple lawn party. So that's not what I went with, though, because actually Jordan swayed me, and as he clearly swayed Sam, but it was only after I drew it that I believed that this isn't due to safe sex hazard. Because once I saw the bunny right next to the belly button, I was like, yep, that's a safe sex hazard right there.
That's pretty good. I'm impressed by that tummy, Phil.
Right? That's a pretty good tummy, except I accidentally bumped my pen on the side, so there's a little tumor lump on the side. But ignore the tumor.
Yeah, we don't talk tummies enough. We talk about the feet stuff a lot.
Yeah.
We don't talk about the
large tracks and big hogs.
That's true. We do. You're right. Sorry, Sam. You're right.
Sorry.
Do not be reductive here. That is, we won't do it. We won't.
Well,
do
hey,
it.
I'm gonna be swayed, Matt.
Are you?
I'm gonna be swayed. Yeah.
Hello.
Why'd I second guess myself?
So we're talking about a safe sex hazard is our winner. Look at this. By round 3, we are coming around to consensuses, a consensus. However you round up that word. ETH Chad, ETH Chad, F Chad. Congratulations again.
Yeah.
Woo! For
Crushing it.
2 from downtown. That's another official, unofficial NFT coming your way. Look at the love coming to you in the comment section. You are the dude. And now we move on to round 4, which is the 2 for round. Well, you'll be needing 2 cards to submit. Let's take a look at what the crew came up with. I've been swimming so long. My blank look like blank prunes. I cannot wait to see what the word herd came up with. I've been swimming so long, my hardware looked like windsurfing prunes. My shrimp look like chuckling prunes. My chestnuts look like twerking prunes. My big boy packages look like wrinkle stump prunes. Or I've been swimming so long, my yams look like cooked prunes. Any one of these, if someone said these to me with no prompt, no context, I would nod and go, yeah, I would absolutely buy any one of them. Wow, this is let's get some first impressions. You know what, Phil Ranta, we ended with you. Let's begin with you.
Yeah, I mean, these all sound like anything that anyone in the South would say all the time. What's really funny is every single one of these answers feels like they went with the male genitalia for the thing. Hardware, shrimp, chestnuts, big boy packages, and yams all feel like that's all going into that area. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I think that my favorite one, just because, and I know that this has been used before, but still big boy packages, you know, and something about wrinkled stump prunes just it crushes me. But I also have to give a big shout out to my yams look like cooked prunes, because it just feels like the most like cohesive metaphor, you know?
Absolutely. And I think actually yams is the only one that could be anything else.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like it
Could be butt cheeks.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely, we all go to the same area, but there's an argument for it to be something else.
Mhm.
Love that logic. You know what, Jordan? You have been our voice of reason tonight.
Thank you, Matt.
Which is interesting. So what reason jumps out at you first?
Well, you know, I gotta say, we've said this, but swimming so long, my yams look like cooked prunes. That is something my grandma would say.
Mhm.
She would always say, I've been swimming so long, my yams look like cooked prunes. Like that one actually feels like a phrase that, you know, some Southern person would actually say. I got to say, chestnuts look like twerking prunes. Not sure what's going on there. I was with hardware, but the windsurfing kind of threw me. Like, what's up with these prunes? What'd you do to your balls in the pool? And then, but so honestly, I'm with Phil where it's like, and it wasn't the big boy packages. It was more wrinkle stump prunes, because I couldn't decide whether wrinkle stump is like a type of prune, like a gala apple. You can get a wrinkle stump prune. You know, so that's, or if it was describing, you know, your ball sack.
I think I actually just got an email from, from Dole.
Oh no!
That was we apparently
Bob
do not,
Dole
from Bob Dole, who actually is the CEO of Dole fruit products. We are not allowed to mention wrinkle stump prunes without express permission. So sorry about that, everybody. Spoiler alerts or copyright infringement again. But solid logic. Absolutely solid logic.
Thank
and
you.
Sam Kimbrell.
Hey, well, as we've established in Act 1 of this show, I like to go swimming in chlorinated nacho water.
Yes.
And what happens as a result of chlorinated nacho water is there's a radioactive result on your testicles that makes them twerk. So the only answer here is chestnuts look like twerking prunes. Duh. Duh.
It sounds painful.
I mean, what are we doing
painful.
Here?
If they're twerking and knocking together, if you're making them clap, then that's a
you don't have to
that's
clap
a bad day.
I mean, if you want to for certain guests, but you can just do a classic regular style twerk. There's different types, right? I mean,
Or the Newton's cradle.
Yeah.
yeah, see, there you go. You don't have to clap. That does sound painful to clap your testicles cheeks.
Mhm.
I mean, that is the best type of twerk. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, man.
It's the most difficult kind.
So
I don't want to get you wrong. I don't want to get you right, Sam.
a light twerk of the testicles. It seems to be the first impression that we got here. So with that, let's put pen to paper and let's go over to Sam Proof and the Word Herd and see what they got working.
I was going to stand up for a second, but then you fixed it. All right, Moonraven starts us off with Big Boy back in the house. I am back. Thanks for noticing. It's good to be here. Moonraven goes on with Gotta like them prunes. Yeah, they keep you regular and wrinkled. That's great. Fungus says Dole has a wrinkle-stumped hand, and I've actually just gotten an email from Goya with a cease and desist that we cannot use the phrase wrinkle-stumped hand. Weird. Moonraven back with Sam is creating a whole new California raisin claymation commercial here. Yeah, he's been asking to borrow a lot of my sunglasses, and they come back very sticky, and I hope it's just raisins. And finally, Fungus says, twerk the chestnuts, and I'll make it rain. But can you make a consensus? Because we're going to try.
You see, somebody knows that if you're going to twerk, you got to make them clap. And if they're going to make them clap, you got to make it rain. You have to pay for that.
That's true.
All right. That are working hard for you. So, Phil Ranta, you've had some time here. What did you land on?
You know, I couldn't get my mind off of it, and it really was the first thing that came to mind, and I was not convinced otherwise. It's got to be Big Boy packages with wrinkle-stumped prunes. Is that a bathing suit or is that a bag of Dole prunes? I'll let you decide.
Oh man, I love it because it really is both and hard logic to argue with. Let me get that out. Jordan Pomaville, what say you?
I feel like I want to shut out the commenter who said Bob Dole has a wrinkle stump hand because that was said, and I was like, wait, oh my God, that's hilarious.
That's awesome.
It's true.
Anyway, but seriously, guys, I went with I was same big boy packages, wrinkle stump prunes. I can't get enough.
Yeah,
I mean, you know, it's Big Boy has a special place in our hearts here at Own Every Word. Now, Sam, we have a majority, but I want to hear it anyway. Where did you land on this?
It's true, by the way. We've mentioned Big Boy like at least 2 or 3 times. We should get him as a guest on the show.
that's true.
Any of them.
I stuck with my guns. Chestnuts twerking, and I drew
Oh, God.
a nutsack.
We have arrived.
He's got a little G-string and little legs, and he's twerking, and he's going left to right. Those are big enough testicles.
That's pretty good.
Chestnuts
That's a pretty
twerking
good picture. Yeah.
on an
Yeah,
open
it's a
fire.
pretty good picture, but it doesn't change my mind, but it's a very good picture.
It is. That is. You know what I'll say is that picture wins for the picture, but for the rounds, Big Boy packages and wrinkle stump wins for our twofer. So that's where we're gonna land.
Oh my God,
And
he's
guess
Chad.
what?
A threefer.
Congratulations,
Chad.
ETH Chad, S Chad, ETH Chad.
ETH
Were
is up. Chad is up. Man,
were we
what a good time.
playing NBA jams, it would be announced that you are on fire. So that is, yes, Moon Raven well said. That's a triple lawn party right there, working hard for you. And guess what? We've come to the final round, our golden edition, our golden special edition round for the special edition and gold cards only. And the winner of this one, Phil, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Not only are they going to get their unofficial NFT, but they also got a word wizard coming to them. And what am I missing?
And a word.
And a word. And a word. This is the bonus. This is the one that has its own triple lawn party coming to you. So let's get into it and see what we have got here. That's not a poop in the pool. That's a blank. Let's see what the word herd came up with. That's not a poop in the pool. That's a tough shit cigarette. Good night, folks. That's a buoyant vasectomy. That's an intestine. That's a workout. That's a pork. I try to give every one of them their right due and inflection as I see fit. But my goodness, I think the word herd was like, we really want to see what the drawings are going to be for this last special edition round. And so let's end how we began and start with you, Sir Jordan. The mind of reason tonight. What's your first impressions here?
Oh man, pork is funny. Hard to like. A good, simple, quick answer, and these always get me. That's a pork. The fuck. But also, it depends who's talking. Like if some kid, let's say, I worked at a water park for 2 summers, and we called it a code D because we had walkie-talkies and we didn't want people to know that there was shit in the pool. But when a kid would have like just diarrhea all over like a splash pad,
Oh dear.
say, if I was saying this to the custodian, I'd be saying, that's a workout. Like that's your job, buddy.
I just imagine like this 15-year-old kid saying this to this grizzled 58-year-old man. And he's like, screw you.
And he goes, yeah, let me show you a tough shit cigarette. Put a cigarette out on my arm and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, also intestine, I think, works for the same reason as pork.
I love it. You just described an origin story for like a Scooby-Doo villain. Like, and that's when he puts on the ghost mask and says, I'm closing this water park down.
Kids are just shitting everywhere.
I'll show you a workout. Absolutely love that train of logic. And now I just got texted by Hanna-Barbera. Scooby-Doo, fine. I won't give any other plot lines away for the new Max show of Velma or whatever it is. All right.
They're the ones that put "do" in his name.
What am I supposed to do with that? It's a Great Dane. There's nothing do about it. All right. Now, Phil Ranta, what are your first impressions here?
I think is the only one on this panel probably that's had a vasectomy. Not to brag, but I totally get the point.
What a flex. What a flex here. Wow.
Not to brag, but no babies can come out of my ball sacks. Good night. No, I think that
I heard you can actually get some out, but you just got to suck really hard. Is that true?
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while. But anyways, I think buoyant vasectomy works really well because it's like it feels like your balls are literally getting cut off. So I imagine that's what it is. I also agree that I like workout, but not because I imagine a janitor doing it, but because like the poop was so big that they're like, because it was a poop in the pool. It's just like, that's not a poop. That's a workout. Because it was so hard to push. Like, I imagine like
it's the size
Jackie
of a punching
Mason
bag.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. No.
Well, that's no poop. That's a full workout. Did Tony Horton push that out while he was P90Xing? Also, like tough shit.
That's
cigarette
a good one.
Thank you. Tough shit cigarette also just makes me laugh because I imagine every time tough shit comes up that it's Andrew Dice Clay saying it. That's not a poop. That's a tough shit cigarette. Little Miss Moffat. That on the top bit.
Ow!
Vagina. Ow! Oh!
I'm loving these first impressions. Man, I'm glad I don't have to pick because I'd want to vote for all of them now. Sam Kimbrell, the man with the imagination. Where are you at with this?
As we've established in Act 1 and Act 3 of this episode, I have a nacho chlorine pool, and you can put food in it and it will clean it. But if there's too much in there, it will disintegrate you, and all that will be left is your intestine. So the answer is, of course, that's not a poop in the pool. That's an intestine from your Supremo Pate Nachos Supremos from Act 1.
Absolutely. That's also the part in which, like, if you are a young Jordan working at a water park, that's when it's not Scooby-Doo anymore. It actually transforms into a deeper horror film. When it's like, wait a minute, that's not a poop, that's an intestine, and then you are forever traumatized by that. This is all great. So here's what we're going to do for the final time tonight. You're going to put pen to paper. You're going to write down your final answers, and we're going to go to Sam Proof and the Word Herd and see what they make of all this.
All right, starting us off, Mr. Dude made it just in time to say buoyant vasectomy.
Boom.
And applause to that. Followed by Mogwai Shadow, welcome back, with also buoyant vasectomy. And then continues with, yeah, Phil, flex the vasec. Which I believe that slogan should be a shirt that we make now. Flex that vasec. Let's get that going in our store. More IPO. And then Moonraven wrapping it up with the slip and slide bandit. Well, let's see if we can't slip and slide into a consensus Back to you.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. I don't know where that came from.
Borat.
Borat.
Movie
Just out of
From the
nowhere.
film,
It's
the feature
sometimes
film Borat.
just channels through me. It didn't happen to me. It happened through me, folks. And now Sacha Baron Cohen is just texting me to say hi.
Yeah.
That's it. Just hi. Hi.
Ew.
How you doing,
No
Sasha?
cease and desist.
No,
Good.
just hi. All right. Let's see where we landed on this. And Jordan Pomaville.
I
Starting
wanted
with
to
you.
do something real quick.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I thought back to a 2020 special that I saw when I was a young child, and they were talking about how dangerous the bottoms of pools were, where the filter was like sucking,
Yep.
and kids were actually going near them, and things were like they were like sucking their like rectum out, like for real.
I heard that too.
This was a thing, so that made me think of intestine.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Dun dun
But
dun.
it does kind of look like a poo,
Yeah.
No, it's
Yes.
true. It's true.
but it's intestine.
No, I do remember also being very young, and just essentially we all received people of our generation got really good advice, like don't put your asshole over a pool vent.
Yeah.
Drain. It's not a good
Yeah,
idea.
you put it over the blowers so you feel the air rushing inside of you.
It's we separated the wheat from the chaff a lot different back then. So I can definitely see that. You took me down memory lane. Phil Ranta, where did you land on this?
Well, the word herd and I are always on the same page because I am one with them and they are one with me. And also, I'm so traumatized by my buoyant vasectomy. That's
Ooh.
me right there in the corner looking at my balls with the clamp still on. They put a clamp on it when they snip you.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
was watching. I shouldn't have watched.
Why
I
did
was
you do-
watching. I could not look.
That's me in the corner. That's me getting my balls clamped.
Woo.
Losing
My
my sperm
ability.
ducts.
You painted way too vivid of a picture.
It
That
hurt.
I was there with you. Now I was there with you.
You
in
were
the
there
room.
too. Why didn't you stop it?
I was
I did it.
transfixed.
I was there doing the vasectomy.
I was
It hurt.
transfixed. There's such a thing called frozen fear, and I was locked in my own body. But good on you, you survivor, and and kudos to the drawing too. Wow. Now, there's some. Speaking of clamps, let's talk to somebody who clamps down on their ideas, who sticks to their guns. Sam
Yeah.
Kimbrell, where did you land with this one?
Well, I went with chestnuts twerking. I went with tough shit cigarette. I'll tell you why. That's a tough looking shit. It's a cigarette. And I feel like it's like kind of like a super villain or superhero. They go, that's not a shit. That's a tough shit cigarette. Look out for him. And that's like his superhero name. Tough shit cigarette.
Oh, okay. So which is kind of like, yeah.
That's not a poop in the pool. That's tough shit cigarette. Look out.
Da-da-da-da-dun.
We're like 12 Marvel movies away from Tough Shit Cigarette
Yeah.
having their own movie.
I believe that's Marvel right now going, get this man a typewriter.
Going, God, we already used Moon Girl and we already did everything. What else? Just invent one. Tough Shit Cigarette.
Tough
Go.
shit cigarette. Chestnuts twerking.
It has to be a typewriter so that it doesn't leak on the internet. All right. That's why they want to get you a typewriter. We have not come to a consensus. Oh no. We have 3 different ideas, all of them with really great stories of different varying traumas. And there can be only one. So which one is it going to be, fellas? Moon Raven is going pork, just to try and get you over the edge at the end here. Where are we falling on this one?
I think Moon Raven's right.
Uh-oh, we got
right?
we got a sway from the crowd.
Come on. None of the 3 of us picked pork.
Yeah.
That
We
was-
all
I-
thought it.
I
Jordan's
feel like
going off. Jordan's going off. He was our man of reason, and now he's our loose cannon.
I mean, okay.
Oh, man, I kind of like workout too. I think Jordan, you liked workout, and I liked workout.
I'll say this, in honor of Andrew Dice Clay being the first comedian to sell out Madison Square Garden on consecutive nights, we could go Tough Shit Cigarette.
I do like
boy.
Tough Shit Cigarette because I
Oh,
do like
boy.
the idea of that's
We're-
not a poop in the pool, that's a Tough Shit Cigarette.
You had just begun to convince Sam one way, but now you're going back on it. He's tossing it out. Are we saying Tough Shit Cigarette?
Tough Shit Cigarette.
I like it. Tough Shit
Whoa.
What's up,
Cigarette.
everybody? We're Tough Shit Cigarette. We're going to be doing a little long form improv.
All I need is a singular suggestion of what's something that a poop in a pool could be confused for.
Pet store.
Vasectomy. Point vasectomy. Okay. Let me just put this clamp on you, sir.
Wow, my balls are sensitive.
You're always so sensitive with your balls, Ted.
That's because there's lots of nerve endings.
And scene.
Wipe and wipe. We wiped it. Wow. Not
That's
only
what $5,000 right in Second City's pocket gets you.
not only did we get treated to a winner of this with the Tough Shit Cigarette, congratulations to AF1 out of that. We also got some bonus improv in there for you, an entire show. Don't let us say that we don't pack this with content. AF1, check it out. You're getting not only an official, unofficial NFT prize, you're getting a word wizard and a word. So congratulations to you. Oh, Moonraven, I see. I know. Moonraven's got the tears in their eyes. It was a big upset.
Moonraven was pork. That's
Yeah,
my guess.
I think so. I think so.
And I'm no psychic, but I think he might have been pork.
Hard fought battle. Quite the upset to come from behind at the last minute. But folks, that's our show. Wow. What a journey we've been on tonight. Thank you so much for watching Own Every Word, the game show. Hey, before we go, Jordan, Sam, Phil, let's talk to the people. Jordan, where can the people find you? What do you want them to know?
Oh man, hire us. We're around to do NFTs or birthday parties.
I'll do your vasectomy. I'll just cut your kachunch.
Get the clamps.
Yeah, the fibrous tissue. That's all you gotta do is get in there and do that. And we're losing Jordan. Phil Ranta, the brave man who walks among us, who has taken the clamp. What do you want the people to know?
Two things. One, tweet at, call everything to crypto.com/NFT and say, we want more Own Every Word. We love this project. Also, if anyone is hashtagging CrowFam, just let them know that we're an awesome project that's trying really hard in a tough market. So let people know we're still here. I don't like most of the projects aren't still here. In fairness, we're still here.
And you know what? Moonraven, spread that around. All right. This is a once a month is like methadone. I needs my real fix. Get out there. Okay. The dealers have it. They have it in supply. They have that primo good that we can be providing. All they need to do, they'll let it out and we won't even be stepped on. All right. You know what I'm talking about. And I know you know. Sam Kimbrell, what do you want the people to know out here?
Well, I'll be screening my short film at the LA International Shorts Film Festival on July 20th at the Regal at LA Live. For those in the Los Angeles area, come by, say hi. We can draw testicles together.
Absolutely. That sounds like a plan. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Again, I'm Matt Harris. Make sure to find us on crypto.com/NFT. Go to the crypto, tweet at the crypto people. Tell them you need to see us even more. Go to that website to follow drops. And if you want to play along, go to the owneveryword.com. theowneveryword.com and play along with us. Make sure you never miss an episode. Subscribe to our Twitch. Everybody, have a happy 4th, have a happy 5th, have a happy all of them, and we will see you again.